Greetings, family. I pray everybody is well and is in good health and in good spirit. Oh, how good is the Father, how great is the Father. This is basically a spur of the moment video, and I decided to just shoot this video real quickly because I was just overwhelmed with what the Father was giving me. Today we had a very productive day. We met up with one of our clients who come from the US, a beautiful soul, and just reminded me and my family that, you know, we're not all the same. Some of us are willing, some of us are patient, some of us are full of faith, and some of us are full of the Father. And it just made me realize a few things. One, that it's very easy to allow people to lead you towards sin, or to get caught up in negativity, or to, you know, feed into the darkness. And we are about the light and have always been about the light. In fact, we are the light. And, you know, humbly, I say that's probably why a lot of people are drawn to Life with the Kings and are very interested and intrigued as to what we're doing next and what made us make certain decisions. I appreciate the love. I really appreciate the love. Even if, you know, I know people have a very difficult way of communicating and showing their love. And, you know, we felt a lot of love when we were in the tent, and people believed that we were down and out when they didn't actually realize that that was the best time of our lives. And we actually put ourselves into that position. We came in with our tent and trailed it around Ghana for a year until, you know, we decided to go onto our land, or we actually found some land that the Father had led us to and said you was going to be set apart there and safe there, and decided to pitch up our tent. That was the best time of our life. That was a time when we came closer to the Father and closer to the Most High, where He refined us. That was our wilderness period. That's where our family really, you know, built that relationship with the Father and took it to the next level. And really, it was the beginning of our journey through our, you know, into our spiritual maturity and our rites of passage. Sometimes you can lean on your own understanding and lose sight of what the Father is calling you to do. We were in that season, and there were days when we were like, Father, why? You know, we grumbled and we said, we don't want to be here. This is hard. This is difficult. But there were definitely more positive days on that land, in that tent, than there was negative days, days that we grumbled. And the Father was like, endure. You know, it's one of His fruits of the Spirit, endure. And we endured and we endured and we endured. And it became easier as we went along as a family. We don't do anything without the Father's say so. We would like to think that we are obedient, righteous, and humble human beings, children of the Most High. We are very strong in the Father, and I know that can rub people up the wrong way. It can come across as people are just not used to people being so obedient and strong in the Most High, especially at a time when, you know, the world has you believing in fake news, and what is the truth is now a lie, and what is a lie is now the truth. And social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, people don't even, you know, they have short attention spans. So 15-minute videos, 10-second videos, reels, stories is here today, gone tomorrow. It's here this minute, gone, and they can't even retain the information. And if you don't give them the information within 15 seconds, then they just make up their own assumptions. And what I've realized is that a lot of you have watched our episodes just like that. Not all, but some have watched it. You know, they take what they want, watch 10 minutes and keep it moving. And naive of me to believe that everybody was watching everything and listening to what we were actually saying But some people just come to spy, or some people just come to create their own narratives. Some people just come to look, to see and predict that, you know, on our downfall, to prey on our downfall basically. And I've received so many messages, comments and emails of people telling me, I knew you would fail. I knew it was gonna take a turn for the worse. I knew. People actually messaged me this. I actually can't believe people messaged me that they're telling me, we knew you would fail. I've got news for you. We haven't failed. We haven't failed. We're being obedient to what the Father is telling us to do. And we came to a point where we were like, Father, what's next? And he told us what's next. And what's next doesn't include what he gave us before. As he gave it to us, he can take it away. And he has allowed us through our rites of passage and spiritual maturity to move on. Now, don't jump on this and say, oh, but there's other reasons. There's plenty of reasons why we decided to leave the land. And the main one, let me give you the main one. I'm going to explain it to you very slowly so that you understand. We no longer want to help our people in the way that we thought we could help them, by helping them to transition onto our land as a halfway house, as a retreat while they transition onto their land, you know, and then also helping them to heal and to make that transition. We've tried many a times and it didn't work. Our people struggle with community and, you know, understandably, with all the trauma and the generational, you know, history, childhood trauma that we've been through, slavery, the curse, just, you know, right from Adam. Like, it's understandable why, you know, our people are the way they are. And we literally just decided that there's no way that we can heal our people in the way that we thought we could. Especially not where our home is. Where our home is where our heart is and where our children are. We cannot have people coming to us with their baggage in our home, with our children, and seeing these toxic energies, seeing the disobedience. That's one of the main reasons we're like, do you know what? Everything we created here, guest suites and all these things, we can't utilize it. We can't utilize it because, you know, our family is growing and our house is a 2-bedroom. So when we say we grew out, you know, we've grown out of the home, the house is 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms. We have 5 boys with us right now. Sorry, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 boys. I have 9 children in total, but 4 of my boys are with me now. Where are 4 boys going with me and my wife in a 2-bedroom house? It just doesn't make sense. Understand that? That's one of the reasons why we are leaving. We love that area. We love the area. I'm not gonna name it, but we love that village that we're in. We don't care if there is no other diasporans there. That's not why we came there. We didn't come for other diasporans. We didn't come even for a community. We came to mind our own business, be set apart, to live sustainably, self-sustainably, keyword self-sustainably, to grow our own food and to prepare ourselves for whatever the Father has us do next, to build that relationship. But the community that we do have, the local community, it's a beautiful thing, and the proof is in the videos. Go back and see the videos. You know, the locals, yes, there's a culture difference. Yes, we have our ups and downs, but nothing to run away from. Definitely nothing to run away from. We still want to live off grid. We still want to be isolated. We still don't want to be surrounded by people and their baggage. We want to be eventually around our people who are like-minded, who love the Most High, who love the Most High. The love that we have for the Most High, I know people find it hard to understand because they think we are young and, you know, we are still young. But at 44 years old, the experience that I've been through in my life, everything that I've been through in my life has led me to have so much faith in the Father and so much love, led us to have so much faith in the Father and so much love in the Father that we've realized it rubs people up the wrong way to see us, as they would say, so religious that it seems like we're in a cult, which is, you know, just ludicrous. And then, you know, there are other reasons why, you know, once we had made the decision to leave, you know, we're not going, I've never gone back on what I've said. The video is out there where I said that the Father told us to leave. We didn't know why, but we quickly realized when we left that when we came to Accra, a few days later, or my son had told me that in the house, the roof was leaking. And when the roof leaks, water was coming in through the roof because we had a flat roof on top and we hadn't tiled it or anything. Now it's all fixed and, you know, tiled and the roof is not leaking, but the water started leaking. So all the POP was damp and mold started to come from the roof, the leaky roof. So when we left, we're like, oh, that's why the Father always be giving us the heads up. The Father always be telling us, giving us the feelings of people that, you know, don't have good intentions for us. We know it before it even happens. Anyone that has come here, just know the Father has given us red flags before it. So we never once said, oh, you know, we were like, you're leaving because of the damp. Why don't you speak on that? And the mold. And we're like, well, I spoke on that before in the last video, remember? But we didn't leave because of that reason. We left because the Father told us to leave. If you go back and listen, the Father had told us, leave. And my wife was like, baby, we need to go. I don't know why, I don't know where, but we left because we're obedient. And then when we left, we realized that, oh, it's a good job we ain't there because it was literally pouring in rain onto our bed because of poor workmanship from the roof. And, you know, and then we corrected that. And then when you leave, there's 101 reasons that I could say, okay, you know, we had poor workmanship, you know, using the village workers. And what we built, it has taken even more money to correct the mistakes of you know, some of the workers. We went there using locals. And you've seen the story with the locals, those that are really subscribers and are really, you know, about Life with the Kings and have watched us from day one in the tent. You saw the struggle we had with electricians doing shoddy work, plumbers doing shoddy work, masons doing shoddy work. And, you know, we had to stay on them because we were determined to build people in their skills. So we have a mason who's a very good mason, but maybe not up to the level that we in the West see it. But we were able to get them to build the quality of our home, which is a very high standard for Ghana. Very, very high standard for Ghana. In fact, I'd say it's close to a UK standard. And, you know, the videos are there for proof. We lived in there comfortably. But we were trying to build people up, the local people. We weren't trying to bring people in from Accra to do the work. We were trying to build the locals and build them up in skills. We were even trying to send some of them on training to give them other skills, just regular laborers, trying to make them masons and electricians, because we knew going forward that we could, you know, enhance on them skills, and that would change their lives. And then, you know, we got them to build something that was great, but because they weren't all professionals, there were mistakes that were made, and then we had to, you know, compensate for those mistakes, like the roof leaking, which was a flat roof. Flat roofs don't really work in Ghana. Like, what is it? Cement is porous, I believe the word is. So, you know, we always intended to waterproof it and tile it, but we hadn't done that before we moved in. So water was coming in the heavy rainy season. When it was just a light rain, we wouldn't have no issues. But in the heavy rainy season, when it was heavy rains, not the heavy rainy season because we left before that. But the heavy rains started to penetrate, and that started to create mold. We had rising damp in the guest suites where our children and our grandchildren were, like last year, and they moved out. It's all documented. They went to the UK, and we went in there and we treated it and got it all fixed. And then when we started to get problems from the flat roof in our house, then shortly after, their roof was leaking because they have like what do they call it, a corrugated iron roof, which are not the best. I mean, they're okay, but corrugated iron, you gotta screw it in, and those screws have the potential to leak. That started leaking, which started hitting the POP, which started to create mold. Easy rectified, but that's where the mold was coming from. So people, they create their own stories, but they don't know the timing or the events, the way events unfold. We felt and always felt completely safe in our village. Always. We stayed in a tent. We had our iMacs, our computer equipment, all our worldly belongings were with us in the tent, and we would go to Accra for days, and all that was there was a zip. And anyone could come and just, like unzip it and take our stuff. That never happened. We always felt safe in the village. The village people look out for us. So you can't even come in and get out without somebody seeing you. It just doesn't happen in the village, because the village people, they look out for each other. And where we are, we're so deep in the village, like it's like 2 ways out. And if you go left, well, somebody gonna see you. You go right, Kwame is gonna be the first to see you. You go past the next town, they're gonna be like, hey, do you know what I mean? So we felt so safe, but also we knew we were covered by the Most High, and He told us to be there. So we have a level of faith where we walk with no fear. That faith requires no fear. So we always felt safe in the village. Yes, we are deep in the village. We're 20 minutes, 30 minutes off of the main road, the Accra to Kumasi highway. We chose that for a reason. We chose that because the Father told us, go there. Even some of the locals are like, why did you come so deep into the village? Because we wanted to be set apart. We wanted to be isolated from the world. And, I don't know what the Father is bringing, the judgment that He is bringing, but we wanted to ensure that we were nowhere near that. We were nowhere near that. And the Father can bring the judgment to the village, yes, but we know that's not our portion. We know that 10,000 may fall at our side, 1,000 may fall at our right hand, but it shall not come near us. Only with our eyes shall we look and see the reward of the wicked. And we believe that. We believe that. So you can call us religious, you can call us a cult, but we simply love the relationship that we have with the Creator. We love the relationship that we have with the Father. And if you don't feel that way, then we personally cannot be around you. And that's just how we feel. In this day and age, if you have an issue with the way we love the Father, then we cannot be around you. And we started to see people disappearing one by one, moving away, like we would call people's truths up. And when we faced the mirror in front of them, they would just disappear, literally disappear. Maybe the last time I saw them was when we're telling you a truth, and then they would just disappear. And I received a word the other day that you are a leader. And if you're around people, then you're a part of the crowd. If you're around, like leaders are out in front, that's what we do, we lead. We're pioneers and we lead. Whether you believe it or not, we lead. That's why a lot of people have reached out to me. Forget the negative, let's just talk about the positive now. A lot of people have reached out to me and said, Mr. King, your family have inspired us so much. And I'm talking to those that we've inspired. Continue to be inspired. Don't listen to the haters, because they don't want you to come here. The enemy doesn't want you to come here. It's not even personal about the actual physical flesh of these people. It's the spirit that they allow to take over them because they've been disobedient, because they don't follow the commandments. So they give the enemy authority, and they want to take you, those that have been inspired by the kings, off of your path by telling you, oh, you've left because of fear. You've left because I told you Ghana was no good. Ghana is beautiful. Ghana is paradise. Africa is our land. It is our paradise. Don't ever let these people put the spirit of fear in you. Like, Just because we said we're selling our property, all of a sudden we're running away. All of a sudden we encourage people to buy land and now we're running off with their money. What? That's ludicrous. Our land is nowhere near where we built our community. So we didn't build our community where we live. We stopped doing that a long time ago. Where we live, our land is like 30, 40 minutes away. So Yehuda Village, Ruby Village, Freedom City, all on the same road. In another section of Ghana, I say section of Ghana, a section of the Eastern region, 30 or 40 minutes away. We're not running away. We ain't going nowhere. We are still building the community in Yehuda Village and the other villages. We are still encouraging people to come to the motherland. But what we are not doing is telling you to come to the motherland so we can hold your hand. We're not doing that. We realize that our people are very dependent. And the minute they come to you and they're like, oh, Mr. King, we love you, we do this, they come to you like that. And the minute they don't get what they want, the minute they don't get what they expect from you, then they turn on you. The minute they don't get your attention, then they turn on you. The Lebanese don't have that issue. The Indians, the Chinese, they don't have that issue, but our people have that issue. We have that issue and it needs to be corrected. But for those that we've inspired to come out here, come to the motherland, whether it's Ghana, Tanzania, South Africa, Gambia, Congo. Don't listen to what these people are saying or what the news is saying. These people are agents. They're just like the news. These negative comments, they're just like the news. Like, even some Ghanaians have the same spirit in them, the spirit of the agents telling you, don't go to Ghana. My people this, my people that, my people that. And I'm not saying the people of Ghana are great. Like, everybody has their issues, but trust me, I'd rather be here than in the UK. I'd rather be here than in the US. Believe me on that one. Like, so I just needed to come here and just let you know that this journey is not for everybody. This journey is not for everybody. We used to say back in the day on our channel multiple times, if you haven't been called out here, don't come. If you haven't been called out here, don't come. And that was because at that time it was about the pioneers. If you see, many people came in 2020 in the year of return. Like, I believe those people were pioneers. They were called from them. And some people were called at that time, but they never followed through. They were disobedient. A delayed response is disobedience. Those that have been called, you should come. And if you haven't been called and you still want to come off your own will, then you're coming off your own will. By all means, come. But, you know, we will not be held accountable for what happens when you come onto the motherland, because you'll be faced with yourself. There is a spirit here of the Most High that is strong and it wants to rectify you. It's called tough love. It wants to get that feminine out of you, husband. It wants to take that masculine out of you, wife. It wants to correct those that are not married and wants to bring them together under the union of the Most High, under the covenant. It wants to correct those who are fornicating out of marriage. It wants to correct those who are in their vices, who are drinking and smoking. It wants to correct those who have issues with their children and their family. It wants to correct those that have childhood trauma. It wants to correct those who have been abused. It wants to correct those who are anxious, who are depressed. It wants to correct you so that you can then go on to the final step. I'm not going to get into it too much, but we have said it before. This is not the final destination. It is not the final destination, but I encourage you to come now and be purified by fire, to go through your rites of passage so that you are prepared to go to the Holy Land, so that you are prepared for the kingdom of the Father. Let thy will be done, let thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. When the kingdom comes, you think you're going to go there with your carnal mind and your dirty baggage. You think you're going to go there with your carnal mind and your dirty baggage. If that's what you think, you need to read the scriptures more and see what happened to the children of the Most High when they escaped Egypt and went into the wilderness. They never got to see the promised land. You know why? Because they refused to be purified. In fact, during that stage, they decided to worship other gods and build calves and worship demons and fornicate. Just while Moses was on the mountain bringing down the commandments for them to say, yo, I got some rules and regulations for you. It was too late. They were already grumbling and talking about they want to go back, that they ain't got no meat, and that, you know, they want to worship other gods. I don't want to get too I hate the word religious on you, because that is not what we're about. But I don't want to force anything down anybody's neck. And sometimes we may come across forceful. We may do. But I ain't going to apologize for that, because I'm not going to apologize for the love and the relationship that we have with the Most High. And there are a lot of people out there that claim to be about the Most High. And they say, all praises to the Most High, all praises to the Most High, all praises to the Most High, all praises to the Most High. Are you really praising the Most High? In your actions, in your heart posture, in your fruits? Or do you just say all praises to the Most High? Me and my wife said the other day, we need to stop saying that. We started saying that now. Everybody and their mother is saying all praises to the Most High. People come to us with this term, all praises to the Most High, in disguise to get land from us. And then we realize they ain't about the Most High. None at all. In fact, we're going to coin a new term. Most High over everything. Most High over my wife. Most High over my children. Most High over my mother. Most High over my father, Most High over my dog, which I don't have, Most High over my puss, which I will never have, Most High over my goldfish, which I maybe have, like Most High over everything. And when you understand that, I will not give up the Most High for even a family member, then you'll understand my heart and understand how dedicated I am to the Father and to the Creator. And only time will tell. This is judgment time, people. This is judgment time, and I advise you to repent, because you are being judged. Touch not his anointed ones. Touch not his anointed ones. I'm here in front of you telling you I have been anointed and ordained by the Most High himself. Himself. The Father ordained and anointed me. I don't care if you believe it. You don't have to. I ain't here to convince you. You don't validate me. My Father validates me. Remember what I said. It's Most High Father over everything. The Most High Creator over everything. The King of Kings, the conquering Lion of Judah over everything. Over YouTube, over the comments, over even the people that we inspire, even the ones that we love. It's the Most High over everything, and that will not change, and we will not apologize for it. We will not apologize for it. We refuse. We will never, listen to my words clearly, address the haters again. We will never address negative energy again. Your comments will be deleted. Simple. If you come sideways, your comments will be deleted and it gets hidden from the channel. So you can never comment on our channel again unless you are that gung-ho to create another account. But when you do, have some self-control and hold your tongue. But I know that you don't have no self-control, so you will reveal yourself again. You will show your dirty drawers again, and I will delete you again. We will never, from this point on, mark my words, address the negativity again. It's positivity from here on upwards. We're still going to help our people, but in a very different way. We have learned so many lessons along this route. So many lessons. So keep watching. Subscribe to this channel. Trust me, this could be the catalyst. Subscribe, like, share, and if you don't, me no business. But what I do care about is bringing my people towards the Most High. What I do care about is my household and my children that are in my household, and ensure that they are about the Most High, the Father. Most High over everything. Always. Unapologetically. And it will always be that way. Remember that. Thank you for hearing me out. If that came across as a rant, then so be it. but I needed to get that out. The Father just brought the Holy Spirit over me while I was watching some stuff with my wife and just sitting there, and she's upstairs preparing a meal. She's like, baby, go down there. I'm gonna go pray for you and do what you got to do. And I'm standing here with the authority that the Father gave me. With the authority that the Father gave me. I ain't asking the Father for the authority. He's already given it to me. I stand before you and tell you Most High over everything. We are in judgment, and I encourage you all to repent. So like I said, like, share, and subscribe if you like to. If you don't, then we're not business. Unsubscribe, block us, we don't matter. We ain't doing this for you. This is for the glory of the Father. This is for the glory of the Lion of Judah, the conquering Lion of Judah. I am the conquering Lion of Judah, a descendant of David, and it's unapologetic. And I stand here before you as the conquering Lion of Judah to correct you. And I know Una don't like correction, but sometimes we just gotta humble ourselves. All praises to the Most High over everything, our Father, the Creator. We salute you, Father. We honor you. And we just pray that those that were meant to receive this word, receive it. And for those that it went over their head, we pray for you too. Have a blessed evening, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Wake up, call.